So, did you ever have to do anything strictly out of necessity? I had to do that the other day as I needed a new pair of running shoes and I had to have some before the weekend and ended up with these. But I'm going to bring you some really great information on the Cloudmonsters. On's newest family member is the Cloudmonster, and this is their entry into the ultra cushioned world. This true to size shoe is a very, very ultralight shoe coming in at 9.7 ounces. It has a 6mm drop, 2 different colors. The manufacturer's suggested retail price is $169. You'll see on the On site this sustainability showing that about 35% of this shoe is done with recycled product. The shoe is the Tacx right here. And what On does is to use holes that go all the way through the shoe and add a springy feature to the shoe. When I ran this shoe for the first time, I was really surprised. Actually, as I pushed forward, the springiness actually pushed me ahead so much I kind of almost stumbled a little bit. I really found it very exciting. This shoe is going to push me forward in a way that I've never had before. I find this to be one of the best accelerating shoes that I've used in the ultra cushion category. Now, when it comes to running with this shoe, I've taken it out on a couple of runs where I've run on many different surfaces. I wanted to run this through some water. I found that in wet conditions, this may not be the greatest shoe because as you push forward and it gives you that little spring, it slid just a little bit on the toe as I was pushing off. It also made a little drumming sound that went away instantly as the shoe dried. I also had the opportunity to run this on some trails. Did that, I found that they really don't work well at all on the loose sand. This shoe was sliding around. It had no traction. It did not work well on the sand. And also up in here, I was catching rocks and some twigs and stuff. Didn't feel very comfortable. I definitely will not be using this shoe on any of my beach runs. As far as wear goes, I've run this shoe about 13 miles and took and observed the bottoms of the shoes where these nibs are right here. You can see the type of wear it took. I'm 183 pounds, but you can see it's showing some wear. These babies cost. These list on the on-site $169. I was able to pick this pair up for $138. How does that compare to other shoes that I've worn $1 per mile? So Brooks Adrenaline is what I wore for years. Those I was getting about 290 miles out of a pair to 300 miles. I was about $139 for those. I was paying 47 cents per mile for. Now the Hoka Clifton Edge, which I had been using for the last 2 years, I was paying $169 a pair for those, and I was getting barely 200 miles out of a pair, costing me about 85 cents per mile. Now the On Cloudmonster, I'm hoping to get about 250 miles out of a pair. These cost me $138. That's 55 cents per mile. So it's time to rate the On Cloudmonster shoe. Let's take a look at it. Pretty shoe. Nice, decent look. I like the look of it. It doesn't have a weird shape anywhere. They've done a great job on the graphics. I'm going to give the look a 7 out of 10. As far as the fit goes, these are a true to size fit. I take an 11.5. These are 11.5. Toe box is beautiful. Arch was in a great spot for me, and the heel really worked out. I had no issues whatsoever. The fit on these, absolutely great. 8.5 out of 10. Now, as far as performance goes, I found them on the road to be an amazing shoe. Love them. I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10 for road training. We talked about the wet. Didn't really care for them great. I'm going to give them a 5 out of 10 in wet conditions. Sandy conditions, trails, won't be using them. 2 out of 10. So will I buy these shoes again? At this point, yes. If they hold up to the 250 miles I expect out of them, I will buy these shoes again. Yes. Take a look at this video right here for another one of my reviews. This is Coach John. I'm out.